Arabia. So that's why tonight I'm pleased to announce that we're taking our military cooperation to even greater heights by formally designating Saudi Arabia as a major non-NATO ally.
US-Saudi relations may be entering a new phase. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's recent visit to America has sparked some major developments between the two nations. US President Donald Trump has also announced that the United States will designate Saudi Arabia as a major non-NATO ally, a move which can strengthen military ties between the US and Saudi Arabia. Announcing the decision, Trump said,
"Tonight, I'm pleased to announce that we are taking our military cooperation to even greater heights by formally designating Saudi Arabia as a major non-NATO ally."
According to AP, the move to designate Saudi Arabia as a major non-NATO ally is largely symbolic, but it does open doors for deeper defense and security cooperation. Saudi Arabia has been an important US partner in the Middle East, even as the relationship has been tested by disputes over human rights, oil, and Israel. Still, Trump has repeatedly placed the kingdom at the center of his foreign policy, visiting Saudi Arabia early in both his presidential terms. The Crown Prince's visit to America has reshaped the narrative around Middle Eastern politics and the bond between the US and Saudi Arabia. With this visit, some pivotal announcements have been also made. So let's take a look at some key highlights and deals made during the visit of Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince. The United States and Saudi Arabia have signed a new agreement covering the sale of advanced US F-35 fighter jets. The F-35, built by Lockheed Martin, is considered one of the world's most advanced stealth strike aircraft. Several US allies, including Australia, Canada, Italy, Denmark, the Netherlands, Norway, and the UK, are part of the F-35 production and deployment program. Saudi Arabia has long been one of the biggest buyers of American weapons, but until now, it has never been allowed to join the F-35 program. Announcing the deal, Trump said,
"We will be doing that. We will be selling F-35s."
This also, by the way, ends Israel's exclusive access to the aircraft in the region. Both nations have also approved a joint declaration on civil nuclear energy and agreement that lays the legal framework for multi-billion-dollar partnership expected to span decades. The deal is required to meet strict non-proliferation standards. In a statement, White House also stated that the US President Donald Trump approved a defense package. The package includes nearly 300 American tanks along with the F-35 fighter jets. According to White House, this would support the US industrial base and create high-paying jobs. Marking a major expansion of the partnership, the Crown Prince announced that Saudi Arabia will increase its investment commitments in the United States. To give you an idea, a commitment of $600 billion was made earlier. Saudi's Crown Prince apparently increased the investment commitment to nearly $1 trillion, a move he says reflects growing confidence and renewed momentum for the US under President Trump's leadership. Both nations also agreed to a groundbreaking AI Memorandum of Understanding that grants the kingdom access to top-tier American systems. As mentioned, the US has designated Saudi Arabia as a major non-NATO ally. Under the agreement, Saudi Arabia would be designated as a major non-NATO ally, a formal relationship that deepens defense cooperation but does not include a security guarantee. The kingdom would join 19 other countries in that category, a list that includes Israel, Jordan, Kuwait, and Qatar. This was Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince's first visit to the US since the 2018 killing of Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi by Saudi agents. The US-Saudi relationship had been sent into a tailspin by the operation targeting Khashoggi. When a news reporter asked about the 2018 murder of Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi, the Crown Prince acknowledged it. He said it was as painful and a huge mistake.
Journalists, it's really painful to hear anyone that been losing his life for no real purpose or not in a legal way, and it's been painful for us in Saudi Arabia. We've did all the right steps of investigation, etc. in Saudi Arabia, and we've improved our system to be sure that nothing happened like that, and it's painful and it's a huge mistake, and we are doing our best that this doesn't happen again.
He's done a phenomenal job. You're mentioning somebody that was extremely controversial. A lot of people didn't like that gentleman that you're talking about. Whether you like him or didn't like him, things happen. But he knew nothing about it, and we can leave it at that. You don't have to embarrass our guest by asking a question like that.
Inside the Oval Office, the Crown Prince indicated Saudi Arabia's willingness to join the Abraham Accords, the 2020 agreement that normalized ties between Israel and several Arab nations. However, he also mentioned that this would be conditional upon progress towards Palestinian statehood. The Crown Prince said,
"We want to be part of the accord, but we also want to be sure that we secure a clear path of a two-state solution. We want them to coexist peacefully in the region, and we will do our best to reach a deal."
This visit marks a clear shift in US-Saudi relations, with economic and military cooperation now taking priority over the human rights concerns that strained the partnership in earlier administrations.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.